Hello guys, welcome to brahmani-vlogs. Today I am going to discuss mainframe interview questions related to JCL, COBOL, DB2 vsam, which are asked in UST Global. Coming, suppose there are 10 steps. Out of 10 steps, I want to execute only the 7th step. And what can you do? So at that time, in the job code, we can give restart equals to step name, comma, command equals to 0, comma, end. So then the 7th step will be executed and the remaining steps will be checked with the conditions. When the condition is true, the remaining steps will be bypassed. Coming to second one, how to check the syntax of the JCL without running it. So we can, to check the syntax of a JCL without running it, you can use the type run equals to scan parameter on the job code. This will be scan the JCL for any syntax errors without executing any steps. Coming to third one. What is restart parameter in job call? It is used to restart a job from any particular step instead of starting it from the beginning. Syntax is nothing. Syntax is the restart equals to step name. Fourth one. What are the common parameters in execute statement and job statement? There are three parameters are there. One is the time parameter, second one is the region parameter, and last one is the condition parameter. So next one, how can you pass the data from JCL to COBOL? There are three ways. One is the form parameter, second one is the sys register, third one is the file. Form parameter. It can be used to pass data from JCL to COBOL. Maximum length is 100 characters. Sys and DD star used to pass data more than 100 bytes. Third one is the file. How can you find out whether the file is empty or not? So we can use IDCAMS utility or we can use sort utility. So we can use here IDCAMS utility. We need to use a sample control code which will check the input file record count. Here we can give an IDCAM utility and also input file. The condition is input file count. The job is executed, return code will be 0. So file is no empty. For example, return code is 4. So file is empty. What is GDG? How you will create GDG? GDG is nothing but generation data group. Is a group of data sets where all the data sets are related to each other functionally or chronologically. Chronologically is nothing but one after another, like hierarchical key. The data sets in the GDG are called generations. Each GDG having the generations and versions. So we can use IDCAM utility. You can use so we can create the GDG. Creation of GDG. Here we can use IDCAM utility. And also parameters are there. Name parameter and limit parameter. No empty parameter, no scratch parameter, scratch parameter. We can use these parameters. We can create the GDG base. What are the DISP parameters? This parameter is nothing but describe the status of the data sets. Syntax is DISP equals to status, normal, abnormal. Status. Status is nothing but having the 4 parameters. Under status, having 4 parameters, new, share, old. New is nothing but data set does not exist. It will be created in this step only. And share, data set already exists and can be shared. Old parameter, data set already exists but cannot be shared. Word. If the data set does not exist, it is to be created if already exists. Records are to be added to the end of the data set. Coming to normal terminations, having the 5 parameters: catalog, delete, pass, keep, and catalog. Catalog, the data set has to be cataloged. So that time when you can use catalog, delete. The data set is no longer required. Pass. Data set is passed to subsequent steps in the same job and each step can use the data set only once. Keep. Data set is to be kept on volume. And catalog. Step is to delete the catalog entry. Coming to abnormal termination, here 4 parameters are there: catalog, delete, keep, and catalog. Catalog, the data set has to be cataloged. Delete, data set is no longer required. Keep, data set is to be kept on volume. And catalog, system is to delete the catalog entry. Pause is not allowed here. Coming to condition parameter, can be used to control the execution of the step. And count parameter can be coded at the job level as well as step level. The syntaxes are here. One is count equals to only. Only parameter used to execute the current step when the previous step execution is successful. So that time we can use count equals to only. Count equals to even. Even parameter used to execute the current step when the previous step execution is unsuccessful or successful. Okay. So condition equals to RC comma RO. Return code comma relational operator. This can be used to execute the current step based on the previous return code. For example, if code equals to RC comma R0 is true, the step with the fault parameter execution will be bypassed. The condition is false, the step with the count parameter execution will be executed. So coming to count equals to RC comma RO comma step name. Use it to execute the current step based on the respective step name return code. This count parameter validates the respective step return code, but not the previous step. It's not a depends on previous step. Okay. Coming to 10th question. Use of 66, 77 and 88 level in COBOL. 66 level can be used to rename class items. 77 level used to items which cannot be subdivided or elementary level. And 88 level can be used to condition name entry. What is the difference between subscript and index? Subscript is the number of occurrence of an array. Index is number of displacement positions of array. Subscript requires to declare separately with S9 of 04 comp in working student section. Index doesn't require a declaration. Index bypass is the declare indection. Subscript is slow. Index is fast. Subscript can initialize by using the move statement. Index should be initialized by using the set statement. Subscript can increase by using add statement and decrease by using subtract statement. Index can increase by using the setup statement and decrease by using down by statement. Coming to 12th question. What is array? How can you declare array? And life cycle of array. Array is the collection of similar data items. Array is nothing but here tables. Arrays are used for much efficient than processing. Here, occurs class is used to declare the array. Each element is defined by the occurrence number. Array life cycle, declaring the array, loading data into array, fetching data from array. What is difference between search and search all? Search all. It is a linear search. Search all is it is a binary search. Array elements are searched sequentially one after another. Array is split into two hops. Last element of first hop and first element of second hop are compared with the desired value. Based on the possibility of desired value in one hop, the other hop is ignored. Same will be happen here. Data need not be sorted order in search. Data must be sorted order in search. Multiple when conditions can be specified in search. One when condition can be specified in search. Only equal operator can be used in search. Any relational operator can be used in search. Difference between statical and dynamical. Statical, the object codes of main and subprograms are linked to same load module. The object codes are linked during the execution. In dynamical, here statical, compiler option is no dynamic. It's a default option, and the compiler option is dynamic in dynamic call. In terms of processing, static call is efficient. In terms of processing, dynamic call is less efficient. In terms of load module size, static call is less efficient. In terms of load module size, dynamic call is more efficient. The program, it is specified as a call as a program. Here, the program is specified as a accept program PGM and call PGM. Computational class comp. What is mean by comp? Comp by it is stored by binary data, binary representation of a data item. PAC class can contain S and 9 only here. S9 of 01 to S9 of 04, it's a half word. S9 of 05 to S9 of 9, it's a full word. S9 of 10 to S9 of 18, it's a double word. Most significant bit is on if the number is negative. Syntax of COB 01 WSA PACS 9 of 8 count. COB 1 single word floating point item. PIC class should not be specified here. Comp 1. Syntax 01 WSA VSH Comp 1. Comp 2. Double word floating point item. PIC class should not be specified here. Syntax 01 WSA. This is Comp 2. Coming to Comp 3. It's a packed decimal representation. One digit takes half byte here. PIC 9 of N Comp 3 data item would require N plus 1 by 2 bytes. Syntax of Comp 3 01 WSA PIC 9 of 2 V 9 of 4 uses Comp 3. You can calculate the number of bytes. Odd number equals to N plus 1 by 2. Even number equals to N by 2 plus 1. What is repro command in vsam? It can be used to copying the data from sequential file to vsam file. So we can use a repro command here. Coming to 17th one. What are the SOC 1, SOC 4, SOC 5 and SOC 7 appends? SOC 1 is the operational exception error. It can possible causes error, substitute error, try to read a file that was not open, misspelled DD name, missing DD code. So that time we can get the error, operation exception error. So we can take the actions, correct the program logic and rerun the job. Second one is the software. It's a protection exception error. So possible causes invalid address was referenced due to substitute error or bad parameter passing. And in group mode, receiving required variable length defined incorrectly. So that time we can get the error. And also tried moving variable length record that was larger than target field size. So that time we will get the error. One more thing, we tried to read or write a file which was not open. So that time also we will get the error. So we can take the action, correct the program logic error, correct the program logic error that generated in the invalid address or storage reference. Coming to SOC 5, it's a addressing exception error. In indexing or subtracting outside the program's assigned limits. Coming to the next one, uninitialized index. Attempt to read an opened input file and a missing or misspelled DD statement and attempt to close a data set second time. So we will get the SOC 5 away. We need to correct the program logic that refers to invalid address or storage and rerun the job. Coming to SOC 7, it's a data exception away. Index or subtract values incorrect and invalid data was referenced. So that time we will get the SOC 7 away. Record description is wrong. Field starts or ends in the wrong place in the record. So we will get the SOC 7. So we need to correct the format of the data or initialize the data item that is being computed. So SOC 7 again. Coming to 18th question. Mainframe DB2 SQL codes. -911. It's a deadlock or timeout error. In unit of work has been rolled back. Again, coming to -913. It's a deadlock or timeout. It's unsuccessful execution. So that time you will get the -913 error. Timestamp mismatch in load module and flag. So we will get the 818 error. -305. So we will get the -305 null indicator variables needed. Coming to -904, resource not available. -922, it's a connection authority failure. And which level we can apply the logging? Logging can be applied on either of this page, table and table space.